Hi guys, it's PAVVEL back again, this time with another massive tutorial with a plucky kind of Deadmau5 sound similar to that in the Veldt. I'll give you a quick demo of the sound. So it's kind of like that. It's a pretty simple sound. What I'll do is I'll go over the sort of ins and outs of the sound and make the patch available as I normally do. I'm not going for an identical copy. I'm never going to be able to do that because we're only just doing it straight from Massive, no effects, no nothing like that. So it's just a similar sound, not going for an identical one. What I'll do with this, rather than start from fresh, is I'll just go over all the elements and what they do in the sound, and then I'll make the patch downloadable in the link below. So we've got 3 oscillators on this. The first oscillator on a smooth square, pitched up 1 octave, and yeah, the wavetable position just after 12, the intensity in the amp. I'll go over all these in a minute. I'll just play the oscillators on their own. So the first oscillator's got this. Gives us that kind of Game Boy type of sound. The oscillator 2 is very similar with a sine square, pitched up 1 octave, the wavetable position all the way over to the right with the settings just like that, and it kind of just adds to that first oscillator. And you'll notice the oscillator 3 we've got on a square saw 2, the wavetable position, everything's all the way over to the right apart from the intensity, just a little bit off. And no pitch change on there, so basically that gives us this sound. And when we've got them all together, they sort of conflict quite nicely. You can mess around with the amp settings if you want to get more bottom end or more top end. You can kind of bring in more of the amp, the volume on different oscillators, or take them away as necessary. The modulation oscillator, we've just got the filter FM on oscillator 1 set to about there with the pitched up 16 semitones to sort of give it a little bit of detuning, like that. The noise is just to give a little bit of sort of hiss underneath the sound. That's what it does, but we just want a real subtle amount of that just to give it some sort of character. And the same with the feedback, we're just putting a tiny bit of that on just to sort of add some hardly hearable, but is hearable a word? Don't know. Anyway, yeah, you can hardly hear it basically, but it just gives some little substance behind the sound. With the insert, we've put on a bit crusher. We've crushed it halfway and left it over to the left there, with the envelope doing a little bit of work on that, which I'll show you the envelope in a minute. And for the filters, we've got a low pass filter with the cutoff all the way to the left, and then we've put the envelope on there. The resonance we haven't really touched, and we've sent all the oscillators over to filter 1 because we're only using 1 filter. And the envelope is very, very simple, just a quick attack. So you've got this at the moment. If we took the envelope off, we wouldn't really get too much. It's just adding a nice bit of attack if we pop that envelope on there. So we'll stick that back on like that. And the only other thing I've really done here, I haven't really messed around with the unison spread or anything like that. I've put 2 on. You can have 1, which might sound a bit better actually, but I thought just having 2 just livens up the sound a little bit. Put on a dimension expander because we always do, just for a tiny little bit of delay kind of space. Some reverb, which is always nice, like that. And the EQ, we've just put the high. If you listen to the way the EQ shapes the sound, so if we've put some high shelf on, I found just boosting the high shelf for the high notes on this particular melody is cool, and boosting the low shelf to get them bottom ones very bottomy was quite nice. So yeah, that's kind of it on the sound really. I don't think there's anything else that I've missed. Oh, we've got some oscillator phasing going on here, and I've set up a vibrato there, but I don't think the vibrato is very good. Anyway, I'll include it in the patch, and you can see what you think. I've got the cut off routed to a macro and another little set in there, and just offset the oscillator phases a tad. And also restart via gate, very important. Otherwise, you sort of, if you're doing quick notes, you'll start halfway through the wave and it sounds kind of crap. So you want to make sure that restart gate is always kind of ticked really on most sounds. So it gives you a nice punchy sound. So yeah, I'll make it downloadable in the link below for free. Don't forget to check out my site PAVVEL.co.uk, that's where the sound is, and don't forget to check out BASSMUSIQUE.com. It's a site I've set up for producers and music lovers and blah blah blah. You can go there and chat and read articles and whatever you want, or not, it's up to you. And yeah, and don't forget to like this video, thumbs up this video, subscribe if you like me, and I'll keep doing more and more stuff. I will move on to some other synths and other bits and pieces soon, but I've just got so many massive patches I've done, I thought I'd share them with you. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Cheers.